All right, YouTube, name that tune. If you saw my phone sitting over here, it's Mozart. Okay, so let's talk about these speakers here. These are Polk Audio. The specs on these speakers are 20 to 100 watts. Okay, pretty cool, right? I've got them running here on this amp, and it says it's running 2 watts right now, max, and they sound phenomenal. And the reason that they sound phenomenal is because their response, 1 meter 1 watt, is 91 decibels. We just got done reviewing another pair of speakers that sat at 90. This basically means you don't need a lot of power to get a full rich sound out of these speakers. You don't have to go buy a really expensive amp. The other plus side about these dudes, well, if you're not shipping them, is that they weigh 14 pounds each. So what that translates to is this table becomes part of the speaker at that weight. So placement of these speakers, again, like the speakers that I reviewed before, it's very important. So if you're going to put these somewhere, you need to put them somewhere where they can use the shelf or table or end table, wherever you put them. They need to be able to use that to resonate. These were only made in the early 80s for a couple of years, and they are in absolutely phenomenal condition. You can see here. My thought is probably not taken off of the shelf they were on for their entire life. Looks like a 6-inch driver, and this might, I don't know what kind of tweeter that is, I'd hate to say, but it sounds really, really good. For a set of bush shelf speakers, they are good. I was going to put that back on there, but why, right? All right, let's do some sound testing and see how believable these speakers are. Let's see here. We're going to turn off Mr. Mozart, and we're going to go to this app that I use called White Noise, and we're going to play Cafe. And is it believable? If I was in a cafe, would I believe that there are other people in there with me? Yeah, I would, actually. These are heavy enough that they are actually using this table, and like as I have my hand on here, I can feel it. Let's go to the forest. Okay, so to be quite honest, my sound, or my my hearing at the upper end is shot. I'm older, so when I have a pair of speakers, I like the tweeter to be more pronounced, and to me, I'm missing hearing some of the upper pitch of the bird. Now, it's there, but my ear is not good enough to catch it. On the pair of speakers that I just got done reviewing, the RCAs, check that video out. Those RCAs, they did a little bit better job. I'm going to do some Bose next. We'll see how they do, and I'll put money on they're either on par or less pronounced than these. So they do a really good job. It's just not to my liking. Well, the more I turn them up, all right, now it's coming in. I had to turn it up pretty high to actually get the bird. Okay, fire. So really cool. The last set of speakers, I did not realize there was wind in that fire, coming through that fire, but on here I can hear that wind. So, oh, kudos to these speakers. That's really good. Let's hear rain. Yeah, I'd buy it. That does sound like rain. Not just plain old rain, but like if it was dreary out, gray out, and I heard that, I might think that it's raining. Big might. Would probably check the windows. Is there rain on the windows? Probably not. It's a stream. Believable. It sounds more like my bathtub, but you know, believable. That's supposed to be leaves rustling in the wind. It sounds more like rain to me. Okay, so those are a couple of tests real quick. They are believable speakers. They're very good, especially for the price point that you can get these at now. I would, if I was not completely fripping overstocked on speakers, I just keep impulsively buying more. I would be keeping these. I've liked them. Speaking of vintage, like 80s, right? These things are running on 40 years old. They are in really, really good condition, but you know, around these edges here, they have taken a couple of hits. No water damage though, which is good. Big plus. A lot of speakers that I see, I usually don't buy them if I spot there's water damage. A lot of them have water damage. Spotted a pair today at a garage sale, and they were really, really nice Pioneers. Upper end Pioneers, but to buy a new case for them, I would have had to have parted them out. It would have just been a pain, so I didn't buy them. They only wanted $100 for them, and they were, I don't know, on eBay they would go for about 800 when I looked them up, but the cabinets were just shot. The guy was like, they're repairable. I'm like, yeah, with like 10 hours of work, they're repairable. I don't want to spend 10 hours repairing them. I'll just move on to the next one. So these, I'm pretty picky about the stuff I pick up, if that didn't lead into that. These are really good speakers. If you're looking for a pair of mid-sized bookshelves, they're good. To give you a size reference, though, on how big these actually are, here is some Bose 301. This is a Bose 301 Series 3, be in the next video. So you can get a kind of a size comparison. Here, I'll hold them side by side so you can see. There we go. About the same size. Very good. Get you a pair.